Hey everybody, welcome back to Detroit Tesla. We got another update yet again. I can't believe it how quick they're sending out these updates now. It's been so long. So, nothing major, but it is version 11.3.3. We were on 0.2. So, when you're at the end of the version number, it's usually, nothing major. According to online, it's a bunch of bug fixes. So I literally got this thing an hour ago. So that's why you're seeing my first drive as a night drive instead of a day drive like I usually do. But like I said in last version, we're going to be doing both. So tomorrow I'll go to downtown Detroit and do a day drive so you guys can see a lot more. But I figured, see how it is, how this version runs. I'm just pushing the car up here right now. Got our first destination set from the last drive. We're in Sterling Heights, Michigan, which is the Metro Detroit area. So we have the system. It's on, it's creeping, and it proceeds nicely. So again, like always, I have not experienced yet this version without you guys. So let's see how it does. Going left to follow the route, which it did that at a good time because this person pulled out. A little side note here, as I made those two videos about 11.3.2, as the few days progressed before we got this new update, I noticed that it was giving me a lot of phantom braking throughout the day in neighborhoods and just random stuff. So far, we're good, and it's getting over a lot more quickly. Feels just a little bit smoother, but again, let's see how this version settles in. So this is the lane that it needs to be in. Instead of heading on the interstate Van Dyke Expressway, we're going to head up Old Van Dyke and go around the roundabout. So let's see. Good, not freaking out over that Ford, because, cars in many states I've noticed from other beta testers, when they come up to a certain area, they like to states to come up quickly and then just stop and then go. So please excuse the slow car over there with the unnecessarily loud exhaust. They always got to ruin the video. Okay, we're coming up to the roundabout. It's slowing down to 30 and it's switching to 45, and then the roundabout's 20. So it's kind of playing around with the speed limit here. So now it's staying in the correct lane. This is the lane that it needs to be in. This is 100% accurate. It can pick any of these two lanes. The outer left lane, as someone commented from France, I believe, on the nighttime video, it needs to stay in these outer lanes in order to exit. So far, so good. All right, no stopping. And it did it. Wow, that was absolutely perfect. And like I was saying, that gentleman that commented that was from France, I had to translate his thing, but he was correct. It needed to stay in the outer right in order to take an exit, unless it's going around the whole roundabout, which is good. That was beautiful. I like that a lot. A lot. So that's a big improvement. So we have a yellow light here. I shut off the navigation point because I didn't want the car to start stopping in the middle of the road. I'm signaling to go left. I like to, create less traffic. And if you read most handbooks for driving laws in states, they actually want you to do that. They want you to fill in these gaps to make traffic less. So that actually is a legit thing. So let's see where it's going to take us. Okay, so now I want to go this direction. Okay, cool. Nice. And at this time, I wanted to comment and shout out everybody on the last two drives, night and day, that said that they like these videos a lot, uncut, unedited. And, just to be clear, I love Tesla. I love the company. I have multiple Teslas. I can't see myself driving or being driven by anything else. But when something needs to be called out, it needs to be called out and fixed. That's how we progress, right? There's no need to get all fanboyish, right? What I love about having this self-driving system is when someone's up your butt, like the person behind me, as they're getting closer and closer, I don't have to worry about being intimidated, you know what I mean? Or like, I should get over, right? Because they're driving unnecessarily fast, right? Now, the car should be to the right anyway, but is a cop really going to give you a ticket for that? Not unless you're on the expressway, at least here in this area, from my understanding, right? I can't speak for other states, but it just seems the general consensus across the United States. Not sure about Canada, how that is. Okay, slowing down. I thought I was going to hard brake, but I guess it was just stopping a little bit earlier. And that's okay. It's no big deal. Really smooth. Really, really smooth. Like this whole drive so far, I think we're like, what, maybe 5-10 minutes in or something. My phone is kind of acting up and it's not syncing with my GoPro. Okay, into downtown Utica, our turn is right here. It needs to get in. Still has a little bit of hesitancy getting in. Actually, let me take that back. It got in exactly where it needed to. Just a tad bit of hard braking, but still good. And so far, did that beautifully. A little bit of a bumpy road, but not the car's fault. Nice. So we're going to be turning left and then right. Now, let's see how it does on this left turn, because there's a right turn right in the middle of downtown Utica, Michigan. And the car seems to have trouble all the time. Actually, never mind. Let me shut off the system because it wants to go a way that I don't want it to go. I thought it was going to go left. Yeah, okay. So that's... I did that navigation point because switching that around because I want to show you guys a situation that the car has trouble with. If it waits any longer, we're going to have to keep waiting. All right, cool. It's kind of being extra cautious there. It's dark out, a lot of cars on the street. So this red light, it just runs through it. It does not come to a complete stop ever. There was a stop sign in the summer at one point that the police put out. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be for me. And as you can see, I'm going to shut off the system and report that. Actually, the reporting thing is not coming up. If you guys have figured out how to report this thing without that message popping up and you're a beta tester or you know just from looking online, please tell me. I can't figure it out. People are saying bug report, but bug report just does something a little bit different. So, I don't know. Anyways, let's navigate to Dave & Buster's, which is back the other way. Let's see which route it takes. Okay, cool. That's the exact route I want it to take. It's going to turn left here at this bridge up here. It's going to go back around. And I want to see how it's going to complete a 3 changeover lane from a Michigan left. And it's actually quite busy out. It's going to get even more busy as we get onto Hall Road, which is the main road up here in the Metro Detroit area, up in Macomb, Shelby Township, Utica, Michigan, for those of you that are familiar with the area. But like I said, a lot of the phantom braking that I was experiencing, which I haven't experienced in such a long time, has gone away. So it can enter here. Oh, actually, no, the car was correct. The enter is only a small area. Nice. It's adjusting itself nicely so it doesn't have its back end sticking out. Let's see. Does it have room? Yeah, it's pretty good. And plus the light is red for them as well, so... And it might be just me, but I'm noticing that these maps are a lot more detailed. Even from point 2 to point 3, it's becoming more detailed and less squiggly and less non-confident. So that's really good. So car can go because that light was red for them over there in front of the train tracks. Nice. A little bit of a sharp turn. Slowing down a little bit earlier than normal, but still doing fine. Now, the car is going where it's supposed to, and those people are crossing over the white line, like that gentleman, the white Volkswagen SUV. So it needs to, do what it does, but again, people complain about these systems, but yet again, there are people like that individual that have a privilege to drive, right? 'Cause, All right, so it's scooting up. There's traffic coming straight. It's highlighting all these cars in front of us blue because it's waiting for all of them along with the traffic signal, which it's doing everything correctly. Nice, and it's starting to creep, and it goes. Nice, very nice. Perfect, that's awesome. Now, this is technically becomes like one lane, but people like to create it as 2 lanes, so I'm just going to boost it here because I didn't see the person behind us because they like to fucking fly by over here, which this becomes 1 lane, right? Because there's traffic from an interstate to the left of us that, you know, okay, well, so now it picked up the speed as 55, which that was the interstate speed there. Fellow Model 3 next to us. Well, was next to us. Okay, so there's going to be some braking here. Hopefully the person behind me can see. All right, cool. Yeah, so it's kind of, you know, because I was kind of pushing it through there a little bit due to the person behind us. I just always get nervous around that area there, that gas station, people pulling in. They drive 45, 50 here, which is essentially the speed limit. And the car was just kind of fighting me for the speed limit when I let go and kind of braking a little bit. So it wasn't phantom braking. I was just trying to adjust the speed based on the speed limit. Okay, changing lanes to follow route, which it should, and get away from this person behind us that doesn't know how to keep their distance. Getting over really early, which is good, Still got like a half mile. Okay, there's a car pulling up quickly behind us. Okay, he's slowing down. All right, so the Michigan left turn's coming up after this set of lights. For those of you that don't know what that is, it's just a turnaround. It's just a really big one. All right, so far it's staying in the correct lane. But it's probably going to get into the left lane, which it shouldn't. It should stay in the outer lane. The light is green. There's not that much traffic. Let's see what it's going to do. Let's see if it can actually accomplish this. It likes to pick this first lane to the left of us, right straight. So let's see if it's going to do it. Oh my freaking gosh. It did it. It freaking did it. Holy crap. Bravo, FSD team. That's exactly how you're supposed to do that from a legality perspective. There was a little bit of jolt there, but it did it. Now, it doesn't need to be stopping for this red light. That light isn't for us. I'm just going to push the car through. Wow. Jesus, they figured it out. We definitely got to find some more on this drive. Oh my gosh. Guys, you have no idea. This was my biggest complaint. And if FSD was going to work in the state of Michigan, it had to do this. Wow. I'm like shocked that they actually, man, don't bet against Elon, right? I know. I sound like a fanboy. Give me a break. All right. So we're going to send the car here. I know. Stop complaining. So, wow, guys, I'm in complete shock. It actually did it. Nice. That was like a little mini roundabout for this kind of like complex area here. As in like houses and apartments, condos, I believe, is this area. So I'm just, you know, knocking out of the Quick Pro app or the GoPro app, just so I can get it open and see if it'll connect. Okay, cool. So now I have my timer back. Again, don't do that ever on FSD. I'm a trained professional on YouTube. All right, cool. So what do we got? It's going to be turning left. Wow, did that right where it's supposed to. A little bit shaky here. Okay. The lines are, you know, a little bit not fully drawn because this road's, you know, creeping forward for visibility. It can go. Okay. If it needs to use the little mini median, good. Wow. Wow. That's, man, that was impressive. It would always get really confused there. So I'm going to shut off the system real quick so it doesn't yell at me and get me a ban, because how else am I going to put out these awesome videos for you guys? So, cool. So got another destination set. It's going to go into a Michigan left turn, but instead of making a left turn, it's going to go straight. I'm kind of just taking some back roads right now, just get a feel for the system. But again, a lot of these back roads that I've taken before when I'm up here with friends on business meetings, it would just, man, just stop. It would phantom brake. It would get confused. But man, that Michigan left turn, I can't believe, like, it's so hard to describe to you guys how far the system has come. Okay. Like right here, it needs to get over, which it is. This is fine because the Michigan turn is right here and it needs to go like now. Like yesterday. Come on, go. We're running out of space. So again, it's going to make it, which that was completely legal, but it needs to do like the Michigan left turn. Wow, that was really good. The light was like yellow as it was approaching and it turned green and it didn't even like hesitate or brake. Wow, this system, man, this thing is getting so impressive, man. And again, when I say this, I'm not coming off as a fanboy, okay? But there's a lot of people that might watch these videos that might consider FSD and stuff like this, right? If they should buy it with their Tesla. I always advise not to buy it with your Tesla, only because I think it's worth it completely if you have the extra money, okay? Because FSD is only gonna get up in price, because if they're making this many major improvements this quickly, and it's coming, it's only been a few years since I've been part of the beta program, I would say eventually it'll be 25 to 30K, probably in like, maybe, and this is more of a, you know, I would say not a conservative level, but like 3 to 5 years. Actually, you know what? That would be conservative, 3 to 5 years, because I think it's going to come even quicker, the price increases, along with the monthly subscription. But the cool part is monthly subscription. You want to try it out? $210 plus tax. Okay, it's slowing down, destination. I'll continue that conversation in a minute. Doing what it's supposed to. It's not doing anything silly. So we're going to go to the mall of Partridge Creek. So we're going to go onto the main big road here. Someone behind me, so we're good. There should be some people out. I know the new John Wick film is out. Saw that the other day. So let's see what it's going to do here. So if you're somebody like me that runs a business or you do investments and you have the extra money, I would pay the $15K right now and get it over with. Just understand that only do that, is my only caveat to that. Only do it if you're going to keep the car like a long time, like 7 to 10 years, right? You're going to run that till you're 150,000, 8-year warranty on your battery and drivetrain. If you're going to keep it for a few years, don't spend the $15K from a financial perspective. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you know because I bought FSD on my other Tesla when it was like 6, 7K, right? For those of you that follow the channel, sold that one, got this, have the subscription model, right? I mean, really, let's see how it does in the daytime tomorrow. Did that perfectly, by the way. You know, because this is just beautiful, beautiful. Now we might, okay, never mind. We're not going to have a disengagement because there's a no turn on red up here, and it was probably going to turn on red if it had a chance, but there's cars in front of us. So as long as these 2-3 individuals in front of us follow the law and give FSD the chance to get up there, which I highly doubt it, we'll be fine. Entering this so beautifully. So beautifully. And then I want to take the car as we get to Partridge Creek. I want to get out of there, which is the local mall. At this point, it's a dog mall. It's not a person mall too much anymore. But there's 2 mini roundabouts that are near this school that I conduct business with, right down the street from there. It's called Chippewa Valley High School. And let's see, you know, how it's going to handle those. It's about maybe like 7 to 10 minutes into the video from now. We're probably going to reach that area. Okay, needs to not pick this first lane. No, we did so good on the Dave & Buster's one. Okay, let's see how it's going to do. It's going to have to get over real quick. It's doing it. It's doing it. You got one more. You got one more. Are you going to do it? Are you going to do it? It did it. It did it, but again, it needs to do what it did in the Dave & Buster's turn when I went crazy of how impressive it was, okay? By the way, it did all of that very, very smooth. And now it's kind of like in both lanes. Okay. I'm going to report that. It needs to pick a lane and stay in the Michigan left turn. Right now, it's kind of hogging both lanes. It can confuse other drivers. Need to fix that. So I see the path planners playing left and right. Our navigation point is set for left, but then it wants to also go straight for some odd reason. As you can see, the tentacle is just going left and right. So again, a lot of traffic coming from the right, so let the car, let it play out this situation. If there's no cars coming from the right and there's no car coming out of the subdivision, legally you can turn left on red. I know you guys saw that sign, yield, left turn, yield on green. So if the light's green, traffic stop over here, that gentleman over there in the Honda wants to come, he's gonna, you know, go and we have to yield, which the car yields anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Had plenty of opportunities to go. But again, I think we have a situation here with the path planner where it's, you know, I'm just going to start scooting up so it gets in the right. Okay, now as I push the car through a little bit just to scoot up as cars come and pile up behind us. So let's see what it's going to do. Doing the right thing, waiting for this car like it should, and then it proceeds. Nice, very nice. Good. Exactly how it should be. I like it. Ah, the Mopar boys. One day they'll realize that no one cares how loud their exhaust is. Okay. So we're going to go from 45 to 50 here. Okay, car picked it up before, which is good. Before as in before it got to the sign, past it, that is. Changing lanes to follow route, which our route's going to be, or our destination rather, is going to be on the right. So I don't know why it's holding this lane, especially with Hall Road. There's so many people that race here and drive fast, and it's better to pick these 2 right lanes over here. I'm just, you know what, I'm going to set, because I see cars starting to come closer behind us, I'm just going to pick. I have it on chill mode, by the way, and I'm going to put minimal lane changes. Let's see if that makes a difference at all. Okay, so changing lanes to follow route, that's good. Because after this next set of 2 lights, we're going to enter into the mall area. Okay. So our turn should be here. Okay, it realized last time it went in there on this do not drive area. So it realized it shouldn't go there. Good. Good. Did that beautifully. Wow. I don't want to see the D word yet. Wow, even picking the right lane, the correct lane, because we're not going to enter through here. It's going to be kind of a turn like this, just in about not even a quarter mile. I don't want to say the D word, no D words yet, okay? But I think this might be the drive. Haven't had one of those in a while. Or now that I'm thinking back, I can't remember the last half an hour. Did we have to disengage? I don't think we had to. Only because I want to change it. Wow, that was beautiful. So hopefully here there should be a lot of people out around 9, 10 o'clock on a Saturday. Like I said, the new John Wick film is out, which I've seen it Thursday night. So I highly recommend, if you're into action movies and like Keanu Reeves, definitely go see John Wick. Great, Chapter 4, great movie. So hopefully we can get some pedestrian interactions here. So I'm just boosting this up. I know it's 15 here, but I always drive 5 over just to go with the flow of traffic. So there are some pedestrians here, people coming out of the movies. So let me shut off the navigation point. It should just continue around the mall because it's pretty well mapped. So let's see what it's going to do here. Okay, it needs to stop. Okay. Yeah. Okay, FSD handled that okay. Kind of threw that person off because it was going to go around them, which it can. Okay, a little bit of a jilt there for no reason. Slowing down, nice deceleration. Oh, it's stopping for this family with kids. No! Okay, I mean, all right, listen. I didn't have a navigation point set. I wanted it to interact with the family, which it technically was. So, wow, it actually picks up that dumpster as a garbage can. That's interesting. So it's kind of doing its own thing. Okay, so I need to set a navigation point. Otherwise, I think the car is just going to go in circles, right? So let's pick somewhere. I'm going to pick just outside of the two areas. Just outside the two areas, the two roundabouts, rather. So we're going to continue through the mall and then go back onto Hall Road, which it should. It's doing very, very well. This is probably the most impressive version I've seen in the program. But again, I'm going to hold that to a grain of salt because who knows what's going to happen tomorrow in the daylight in Detroit. Because we're in the city of Detroit, right? This is Metro Detroit, so this doesn't confuse anybody in the video, right? We're about probably 40 minutes, 30 minutes outside of the actual downtown area where I record. So I'm just, this area, yeah, it's just, I know it's 15 miles per hour, but it's just, gotta keep going. All right. Even the braking isn't like previous braking. It's not like hard braking, just like it's sudden, but it's like subtle, right? Okay. So it's kind of braking here. So I'm just giving it a little bit of force on the pedal. I'm watching those curbs. Okay. Nice. Good. Wow. It's not even a subdivision. It seems like they're bringing the subdivision logic to areas like parking lots that don't have Oh. It's not the car's fault. Okay. So it doesn't matter that I boosted up to 20. It's still going to drive 14, 15. Big puddle. Hopefully my bumper doesn't fall off. I'm just kidding. Wow. Nice FSD. It's all right. Stop. It doesn't need to stop here, but I guess it's just being cautious. Whatever. Okay, let's scoot up a little bit. There you go. I just gave the car a little bit of a push there to adjust itself. Okay. Wait there, buddy. This is fine that it's out this area because this is the lane that it's sticking out into is a shoulder area. So that's fine. Should have just stayed in that right lane. Don't know why I did that. Okay, now it's going back left because there's a lease pulling up next to us. Well, there's a BMW, so that's fine. I'd be upset too if I drove a BMW. So again, still brakes for these lights, blinking yellows at night. Doesn't need to do that. All right, so I'm going to let off the pedal. Okay. Nice. It could have stayed in this lane, but whatever it wants to do, I mean, it's no big deal. Very nice. Very, very nice. Daddy likes that. Wow. Guys, this is so impressive. Like, and I don't say this every drive. If you're follower of the channel or somebody that watches these videos as I put them out, when you do your search for the new FSD version, like, and see me before, I've been pretty critical about the system in the past. You know what I mean? But this is, man, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, we're by Chippewa Valley High School. We have 2 roundabouts in a row. Okay, it's picking the right lane. Looks like that French commenter on my last night video really got to Tesla. They got very upset about his comment. No, I'm kidding. But what he said in the comment was correct. Should stay in this lane. Okay, it looked like it was picking... Oh no, it's stopping. No! Why would you do that? Okay, I'm pushing the car through because it's stopping. And keep in mind, we don't have to report every single thing, because even the feedback of me pushing it through is a signal to the beta team. So it likes to keep playing around with these 2 lanes, going left and right in between the roundabouts. So let's see what it's going to do. Okay, this time it didn't stop in the middle of the roundabout. Excellent, excellent. Daddy likes it. Okay, so I knocked out of that navigation point. We're going to go back the way we came. Let's see how it's going to get us back over there. Really? It has to go all the way down there in order to turn around. Like, there's no other... Like, I can literally see a clear path on the map. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what it's got in the navigation. Just more time for us to film. Okay. It says there's no outlet here, which is fine. Apparently there's like a little circle. I guess it's just like a little, you know, cul-de-sac or one big loop. So, Subdivision Drive, great content. Just wish there was people out. I've been in the subdivision before. Oh, okay. It's right here. That's going to be an interesting one. Fellow Model Y. Okay, so now it's got a creep ball. It's creeping forward. There's traffic from the right, none from the left. It can go. That traffic is all turning right down a street. So, and it listened to me. Wow, that's actually what you're supposed to do, is pick that middle yellow merge lane and then merge into your lane. So that's good. It's good that it did that. All right, so we're coming back on those roundabouts again. I just want to test them from a different angle, because it seems like we're finally making progress in the roundabouts. And I believe that's a Model 3 behind us, so I'm going to just boost it down 5 here. It is 50, but it just needs to slow down. This Model 3 better not be riding me, man. We're brothers. We're brothers and sisters, man. Okay. So let's see what it's going to do here. Doesn't need to come to a complete stop. Just needs to go through. Good. Okay, first one good. First one good. which going the other way, this one was good too, going the other way. Now this is the problem child. Good. So far, it's stopping again. I'm pushing it through. Good. Very, very good. Besides me, unfortunately, having to take it over. Rather, just not taking over, putting my foot on the accelerator there, right? So I'm navigating 2 miles up the road. Okay, yellow. Slowing down. Nice deceleration. Nice deceleration. The way this guy was driving his Model 3 behind us, I thought he was going to pull up and try racing us. But I guess not. Woo. I know I said this earlier in the drive when we were in Sterling Heights, but again, I'm glad you guys like the unedited videos, just straight raw, no editing. I literally will go home, like when this, video is done recording, obviously, when you guys are watching, it's going to be on YouTube. Literally cut the front end of it and the back end of it because it's just dead space of me before I welcome everybody to the channel and thank everybody at the end, and that's it. I don't do any editing. I don't do nothing. The only time I did it was in the day drive is when my microphone ran out of battery, unfortunately, and I just had to do a little bit of voiceover. Other than that, big props to everybody on their channels. But I know that everybody's attention spans are small. I know some people make a business out of these channels. They got a lot more subscribers than me, more monetization, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I just do unedited, full 45 minutes to hour, if not longer, drives. But again, usually it's 45 minutes to an hour given my GoPro battery. So it needs to merge over because you can see the lane ends. It can technically do that, but again, they want you to do that. Again, I'm pushing the car through. It just needs to proceed with caution. Like if it wants to drop the speed limit by a little bit, that is fine, but it will come to a complete stop, okay? Which I don't like that. So let's see. So it's going to turn into this gas station. It's actually not supposed to turn into here because it's double lines, but people do it anyway, and the car seems to want to do it as well. So let's see what it's going to do. I'm going to have to push it through here. Yeah, a lot of these young guys like to hang around here. Not saying I'm old, but okay. Lots of people here. Some pedestrian interaction. All right, so that's it for this drive. I'm going to have another longer drive tomorrow in Detroit. So again, thanks for tuning into Detroit Tesla.